Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Okay, break. Steady.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll set up to throw. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They find some open field here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go, son.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately, he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Racing to the end zone. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Taylor now from the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready, ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll change things up.
Nineteen tight.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Up to the 20.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
You got to, let's go. Tonight.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here we go.
This a 2nd and 8.
Go.
Now Fields. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Fields. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
70. Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0.
Raiders 42. Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump start.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
On first down, it's Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Here's Fields. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
79 Broncos.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Raiders, nothing.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go. All right.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
All right.
Fields now to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go.
Going left side, and he's got Donnell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Here we go, tonight.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All right.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's Fields. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So now. One play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2nd and 1. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. Here we go. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And that one too wide and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Fields now on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Third down and 13. Back to throw. Fields. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here we go.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 121 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, 551, 551.
On 1st down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Go, Mud.
A shotgun snap, Fields. This is Donnell with a grab. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. 4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also...
It got his man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.